Hello, everybody. This is Harry Carey. Welcome to the Hate Napkin. Take me out to the ball game. Hey, everybody. This is Arik, your co-host for the Hate Napkin. Welcome to Season 1, Episode 18. Da-da-da-da-da! The Annals of Hate have arrived. We're sponsored by RegalPrints.com. Go to regalprints.com for all of your sign and advertising needs in the Midlands. Take a look at our lovely signs behind us if you're joining us on YouTube. And if you want to tell us what you hate, go to info@thehatenapkin.com. And that's all I got to say. That's it. That's the intro. Are you happy, Paulie?
That was a little low energy. Did you have a piece of cheese around or something? Can you have eat a couple peanuts?
No, I don't. Fuck, who stole my cheese? All right, okay, that's it. That's the intro. When co-host Garrett is not joining with us, but he doesn't have the excuse of the World Series anymore. So I don't know if because the Braves won that. So I don't know if maybe he's watching a Broncos rerun or something like that, because he's also a Broncos fan. Anyways, it's just the three of us tonight. We're going to hop right into episode 18. We've had the mail recently forwarded from info@thehatenapkin.com to, what is it, Karla?
It's Karla from Burn Korn at gmail.com.
Right, because I'm pretty much sick and tired of reading all of our letters, so we've loaded that responsibility onto Karla from Burn Korn. Have you got anything there in the hate bag, the the hate napkin letter bag?
I'm the hate bag, but in the hate napkin inbox there was one handwritten, small handwriting. I was having
handwritten email. This is fantastic.
Says here my name. No. He scanned a letter and sent it to me, which I thought was really cool.
Okay.
Yes, my name is Chase, and my mom says you're not funny and a bad influence. I hate that. I think this is why God made I think this is why God made headphones. I hate homework, book reports, and my mom telling me what I shouldn't listen to. I think you're funny. Chase from Idaho. P.S. I hate Idaho.
Well, we don't have any. We don't know how. We don't know how old Chase is.
We don't know. How
I think
old
we pretty
is.
much got the 14-year-old demographic covered.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Well, I wanted to know if he's old enough for me to tell him to fuck Spuds or not. But I appreciate his hatred of Idaho.
I think it doesn't matter his age. He is wise beyond his years, whatever his age is.
Right. And I think, for the sake of Chase, I think we can add Idaho to the hate napkin? I think we need to probably fall a little short of adding Chase's mom to the hate napkin. But
no, he didn't hate her. He hates telling him what he shouldn't and should not like.
No, I think I hate her because we're funny.
Oh, stop it. Chase thinks we're funny. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. That's right. Chase, thank you for the lovely compliment, and we congratulate you on your penmanship there in Idaho.
Not so much.
Not so much.
Not so much.
Not so much. Never mind. Chase, continue to work on that penmanship. Thank you for the hate mail. We appreciate it. I want to see the gift shop coffee mug, which we hate them all.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. See all the little musical instruments on the back?
What is this, from like Nashville or something?
Oh my God, it looks like an Elton John orgy.
It's even better. It says, I thought you'd like this mug from Branson, Missouri, because it's got musical shit all over it. That is really what it says.
I appreciate somebody mocking the gift shop concept, but it's still a gift shop coffee mug. So
it doesn't matter. It's going in the merch store.
I like that we can start selling used coffee mugs in the merch store. All right, Karla, what do you hate?
It says, people who know the least always seeming to know it the loudest.
Well, I think that's right. And this week, what I hate is
it's about people in general who want to argue points of fact that A, aren't fact, and B, they shouldn't be arguing, and C, they say it with such authority that it's so ridiculous. and then they just carry on and on and on about it.
Refer to this, I think, as Dunning-Kruger syndrome, where people people aren't smart enough to realize how stupid they are. So they become confident in their superiority over all others, but they're just not smart enough to realize how far down the thinking totem pole they are. And that basically, I think that unfortunately covers probably at least half of our listeners. But the majority of human beings, period. Let's just face it. Most people aren't bright, and they're loud about what they think and believe, except the Dutch. The Dutch are very humble, meek people. They don't get loud about anything.
Opinions aren't necessarily fact-based these days either. So that I think is going to lead me into the thing that I hate this week. And we have a standing rule in the Hate Napkin that if you're a public figure, you're open to hate. And we don't necessarily hate you as a human being, but we hate things about you. There are things about you and your public persona that actually drive us nuts. This week, I'm shooting big. I know we're a season 1 podcast, but I'm shooting for bull. I'm shooting for bear. I'm shooting for bullshit. So I got 2 people we're putting on the list. They are interrelated in their dumbassery this week, and that's Aaron Rodgers, quarterback for the Green Bay Packers, and podcast, icon Joe Rogan. I absolutely, both of them go on the fucking Hate Napkin. And here's it. First of all, Aaron Rodgers lied about, he's, famous 3-time MVP quarterback for the Green Bay Packers, lied about being vaccinated, deceived his teammates, is getting away with it scot clean because, he's an A-level, top-level quarterback. Hopefully he won't. Hopefully he'll get tossed out of the league. And I was a fan before this. But I'm just, number one, you lied to everybody. You weren't vaccinated. Number 2, in defense of yourself, you say, well, that's okay because I'm getting advice about this from Joe Rogan, who is just, okay, he might be the most listened to podcaster in the United States or whatever. Just because you're listened to by a lot of people doesn't make you right about anything. Period. End of story. What medical degrees does this guy have?
Dr. Rogan?
Master Rogan. Mr. Rogan. It's just so stupid. Aaron Rodgers' defense of all this bullshit that he's put everything through, from his teammates to the league, just to being a total dumbass embarrassment, is to lean on Joe Rogan, expert of absolutely nothing. There remain millions of people in this country who aren't getting vaccinated, and it's because of idiots. I'm really, really pissed off about this. They go on the Hate Napkin. I'm really tired about what is it that qualifies this guy to be an expert of anything? Just because a lot of people listen to him? I mean, this is such a, this is the snake that eats its tail. It doesn't make any sense. He has no qualifications. He's just listened to by a lot of people. He has some level of charisma. Gosh, you're starting to sound like Hitler.
Well, he used to host a show called Fear Factor. Now he's hosting Fearmonger Factor.
Well, I know one thing for sure, and that Chase in Idaho doesn't think he's very funny because he didn't get a handwritten digital letter.
That's true.
But at any rate, so I mean, Aaron Rodgers, without a doubt, goes on the Hate Napkin.
He tried to end another comedian's career by saying they were copying other stand-ups or whatever. I guess some jokes sounded similar, which just happens in comedy. He got in a real public battle with this Hispanic American comedian who's still doing comedy. So I guess that guy actually wins the argument since he's still a comedian.
Is there anything worse than a guy who, I mean, I never heard, before the last year in the pandemic, I never heard of the guy, to be honest. Not that I was missing out on anything, but let's say he once upon a time was funny and had a successful stand-up career. Who trades being funny for being not funny? Who spends their whole life being, you know what, my goal in life is to make people laugh and feel good about themselves and to go home with a chuckle, to now I just want to, my goal is to just fearmonger. Karla, let's see that. I want to see the napkin again. Can you hold it up close to the camera?
Sure.
Well, there we go. People who know the least always seeming to know it the loudest. There you go. So here we go.
you got two perfect examples of, you know, unfunny morons who, you know, are just showing their asses, and we've still got millions of people going, yeah, well, Aaron Rodgers isn't vaccinated, and Joe Rogan isn't vaccinated, and I shouldn't get vaccinated too. So there you go, Chase. I'm sorry, I'm not very funny today.
Well, I'm sorry.
I'm pissed that almost 1 million Americans have died for no reason.
Well, I polled 735,000 Americans, and I didn't get a response because they're all dead. So.
Now that's funny. But you know what? Here's the irony. So Aaron Rodgers was in the mix there to become the host of Jeopardy after Alex Trebek died. I don't know if that all started while he was dying. Did they let him die first before they started all of that? Do 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 do. See that yet? Do 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 do. That yet? Do do. So you know, in the mix was, let's see, it was LeVar Burton, the executive producer of the show, threw his, or was it him? They threw their name into the hat. But Aaron Rodgers was a popular opinion at the time to become co-host, and you started thinking, well, this guy must be pretty smart. You know, why does everybody want this dude? I mean, I've seen him on State Farm commercials, but you know, is he? What is it? You know, he must have some stateliness about him that we're not aware of, or some, you know, must be a brainiac, because they're not going to have an idiot be the host of Jeopardy.
Clearly they were. Clearly they were.
Right. Well, of course, it should have been LeVar Burton. I mean, come on, Reading Rainbow, folks. Geordie LaForge, next, yeah, the trifecta Jeopardy host. Anyway,
yeah, it's like Anderson Cooper getting on 60 Minutes. You're like, really?
You got a point there, or yeah, who else? But that's where we're at. So you know what would have been funny is that if they had made him Jeopardy host and he said, "Screw it, I'm gonna go to the NFL," and if this whole thing had come out with him being on Jeopardy, you know, like,
yeah,
you know, it's not written in the Constitution or anything, but the head, you know, Jeopardy is sort of the main game show of the nation, and yeah, Alex Trebek stood there for a long time as sort of a pillar of intelligence, and you know, if he was pitching something on some infomercial, you're like, this one must actually be good because it's Alex Trebek. I mean, I got to spend $29.95 in 3 installments to get whatever it is he's selling, because this is, you know, you trust the host of Jeopardy. The idea that he was even in the running, just anyway. So, have I beaten that horse dead enough?
You have. You have. Who else has a hate napkin?
Well, I want to share something else, and this is unrelated, and I just want you to bear with me here.
Andy Richter, you know, foul-mouthed wheel. That was fantastic. That reminds me of long ago in Major League Baseball, as long as we're talking about professional sports tonight. Steve Garvey was a longtime third baseman, Hall of Famer for the Los Angeles Dodgers, but he was a real clean family guy, never swore, never drank, you know, had a reputation as a teetotaler, and really like just clean living, clean shaven kind of guy. And then also on that Dodgers team was a guy named Steve Lyons, who later became famous when as a member of the Chicago White Sox for accidentally taking his pants off on the field in a play at first base. He got dirt in there and forgot he was in front of 30,000 people and dropped his pants. So Steve Lyons was kind of a wild and crazy guy. And he was determined one year to get Steve Garvey to swear. Steve Garvey never, ever swore. So the entire season, he would come up to Garvey and just go, fuck. You know, Major League Baseball season is 162, you know, games and 200 and some grueling days. And one day they were taking a plane somewhere, and Lyons was behind Garvey on the plane, and the whole time he would just go every couple minutes, fuck. And And finally, Garvey, who'd gone some 9 years of his life without cursing, just lost it. I was like, you fucking shut the fuck up, motherfucker! You gonna fuck, and just a fucking blue streak all across the fair skies from sea to shining sea. I love that story. I don't know why I'm telling it, but so there you go. Tonight on the Hate Napkin, we had Chase from Idaho. He hates Idaho, and for his courteous sake, we'll agree with him there.
And book reports and homework.
Right, and book reports and homework. And who doesn't hate that? That's one of the great things about being 48, and Karla's just a little older than that. It's that you don't have to fucking do homework anymore. Sorry, Chase.
I'm raising a 14-year-old. I do homework.
What else do we hate? That was it. And Aaron Rodgers and Joe Rogan. So there we go. As we walk out the door, again, we're sponsored by Regal Prints, regalprints.com, info@thehatenapkin.com, or you could send us a direct message at the Hate Napkin over there on Twitter, the Book of Face, or Instagram. Or you can just go to our website and www.thehatenapkin.com